So I am back to talk about my miscarriage. I don't know why I'm so emotional now, but I figured if I'm emotional, I might as well talk about it and at least get it over with because I keep saying I'm gonna do a video about it, but I don't. So, sorry, I'm trying to get comfortable because I'm like holding the phone and yeah. Anyway, I was pregnant and I had a miscarriage about a month ago. We found out when I was like 5.5 weeks. We found out home test. I didn't get my cycle. It was right before we were supposed to do Familiar and IUI with the RE. So I just called her. She was really excited. Told me to call her, or we set up an appointment for me to come in at 7 weeks. I went in at 7 weeks. I was like 6 weeks and 7 days, or 6 weeks and 6 days. We heard a heartbeat of 132. Everything was great. Um, we actually went to the midwifery center because they start you early as far as like seeing the center and making sure that's what you want. Um, and everything was great. We were really happy. And then 2 weeks later, I started having bleeding, and I was having a little spotting in the beginning, and then I started having bleeding towards my 8 week appointment. So maybe 3 days before my 8 week appointment, I had clotting, and I kind of already knew what was happening. Um, we went for the 8 week appointment, and she said, sorry, there's nothing in your uterus. And I didn't cry that time because I knew. I knew. And I was preparing everyone around me because, and I don't know if this sounds weird, but I felt pregnant. I knew I was pregnant. I felt it. I felt connected to her or him. And afterwards, I could feel disconnected. I could feel that I wasn't. So after the clotting and things like that, I was like, eh. And people are like, well, you're not in that much pain, but I have endometriosis. And for me, pain for me is different than pain for someone that doesn't get that type of pain. So um, I kind of doubted at first, but you know what? I think I took it in and was just like, okay, I know I'm having a miscarriage. And when we went, I didn't break down there or anything like that. I dealt with it and I said, okay, fine. That was okay. Sorry, guys. So, so basically, I had a miscarriage at the 8 week mark. And I felt blessed, honestly. I felt blessed to find out that I was pregnant, blessed to know that I could get pregnant. And even though I didn't carry to full term, it just made me feel like a mom. I felt like that's my baby, no matter what, you know? Sorry. But I just felt like that's that's mine. Whether I pushed her out or not, or her. But I do have like a little ultrasound picture. Where is it? So let's talk about things that help, right? This helps me. Looking at this picture and taking in the positive of it, just knowing, like I could be someone that doesn't get to hold this. So I'm thankful for that. And then one thing that really helped me that day was my significant other. He was amazing. He was so awesome. He was so supportive and loving that I didn't feel like I had let him down. Like I kind of felt that way. But that day, he made me feel great. He made me feel like it was okay. Like, even though we did lose the pregnancy, he made me feel like it was like everything was still great, So that day honestly wasn't sad for me. That day was actually pretty good because he made me feel amazing. My friends that knew were really supportive of me. And sorry. Sorry. Anyways, they were just really supportive and made me feel like I was loved and that they had my back, and yeah, so that was good. Looking at baby clothes helps me. The clothes that I brought helps me. Let me tell you before time's run out. Another thing that helped me too was meditating. Meditating and praying was really, really good for me as well. But what didn't help, I think it's important to talk about this, because what really didn't help was people's advice, of people saying things like, well, it probably was the best thing because you know this or you know that. That didn't help me at all. That, if anything, made it 20 times worse. So if you know someone that's going through that, don't do that to them. Um, Makes it feel worse, makes you feel like discounted for my feelings. That's how I felt. Like I felt like I wasn't, like, no one, like people that were saying that to me, I felt like you're not understanding my feelings. You're dismissing my feeling about it. But that did not help. What else didn't help? It's important to know what didn't help, y'all. Okay. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. People telling me what they thought was the good advice just wasn't good advice sometimes. But just want to leave on a positive note and just say that what truly helped me in everything was just to stay positive, taking all of the positive energy and the blessing about it, and push out all the negative energy and just not accept it. Just meditating on it and praying on it and not accepting the negative thoughts in it, and just understanding what a blessing it was for me, and knowing that there are so many other women that don't get to have that blessing. So taking all that positive energy, ladies, and soaking it, and know that your time came and your time will come again. So I think that's the best thing to know. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys.